So if you're keeping track of our wins and losses, haven't had any wins yet.
Welcome back to the Midnight Ride. We are getting close to the end of our trip. It keeps getting closer and closer every day.
We are at Paris Casino, the Creperie, right next to the bakery that we usually get our sandwiches at. And we decided to get a crepe. We got the ham, Swiss, and bechamel sauce. It looks delicious. It's the savory option. They also had, Nutella for sweet, and the breakfast, which I think was bacon, egg, and cheese. It's really tasty.
All right, it's just a couple hours before puck drop on Game 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And luckily for us, the Armory is open, even though there's nobody here in Toshiba Plaza outside of the Fortress. So we're gonna go in here, hopefully score some new Vegas Golden Knights gear. But if you're gonna come over here, make sure you call the store first because their hours are really limited right now.
I brought a brand new pair of sneakers on this trip. And it's not like they're brand new to me because I have many pairs of this same shoe. They're super comfortable and I've worn them in Vegas before. But I unboxed a brand new pair just for this trip because my other ones were kind of ratty. And I wanted to see how dirty the soles would get. Now, this entire trip, and we are almost finished with day 6, I wore some running sneakers that had black soles. So I didn't even know I was going to break these out, but the other shoes just did not look good with my jeans tonight. So I have to wear them, and I'm going to show you how nice and sparkly they are right now, and then probably how disgusting and grimy they get by the end of the trip. Gonzalez y Gonzalez in New York, casino. We were going to have Javier's. Chris has been craving Mexican food, and we were going to have Javier's, which is a higher-end Mexican food. It's very different from what we're getting tonight. It's in the Aria, and they were booked up until 10 o'clock for just a party of 2. Now, we couldn't really make reservations because we were watching the game, had no idea what time it was going to end. It wound up going into overtime, so it's a good thing we didn't have anything planned. But we walked down here, we got seated right away. We have been here several times before. It is delicious. One of my favorite salads ever, carne asada salad. You'll see, it's amazing and it tastes so good. And also, they have skinny margaritas, which are only 25 calories. I know it doesn't make much of a difference because I've been drinking White Russians all week and cream in my coffee, Irish cream, but I don't know, somehow it makes me feel better. So I totally forgot this one little piece of this meal, and that is that it comes out as a whole head of romaine lettuce. And honestly, it looks really pretty, but it is super chore to chop all that up, especially on this like practically flat rectangular plate, because everything falls off onto the table, which I was really careful not to let happen. But I promise you, it's going to be worth it. And hey, if you load it up on chips and salsa, you're gonna work up an appetite and be ready for this meal. I don't remember this from previous experiences, but the steak is cooked exactly the way I want it, and that rarely happens. I requested medium rare, and you can see it is very pink on the inside, really like bloody, which is perfect. I'm so excited to take my first bite because I know the meat is going to be really good. Get some lettuce. Yeah, that steak is seasoned so perfectly. It's not overpowering, but it just tastes like meat, and I needed some of that.
All right, and I got 3 enchiladas, one with chicken, one with cheese, and one with barbacoa. I also got, for the sides, because you have a choice between refritos and black beans, I get the black beans. And then you can get Mexican rice or cilantro rice, and I got cilantro rice. Let's try the barbacoa. That barbacoa is so tender. That's like roast beef that's been cooked for days, and that is really, really good. We have moved on from Marriott Grand Chateau, and we're now here at the Cosmo in the Chelsea Tower, and we have a room tour coming your way from that. It's kind of different from the room that we had on our last trip in the Boulevard Tower, but we still like it.
Yeah, it's nice. So if you're keeping track of our wins and losses, haven't had any wins yet. We're still racking up those losses. I think it was $254 for yesterday, which pulls us up to, I can't even remember, over 1,000, maybe 1,250 or something like that down for the week. So still not bad. I'm still strangely optimistic. I think at any moment, really, one royal flush would put us back, to almost even. So I really feel like that's going to happen before we leave. I feel it in my bones. I'm going to get a royal flush.